It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that
one. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another tote for ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watson off play action.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And his throw here is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Straight ahead, ETN. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Now Lawrence.
And Ingram holds it in. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with ETN. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
One more time with ETN. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now they send a man in motion right. Going for it, here's ETN. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, 87 yards.
And the Browns will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard
line. Now Lawrence.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
ETN bringing in another one. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Patterson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And here he's got Graham. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now Lawrence on first down.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Slot man moves right. Looking to throw again on second down.
Lawrence. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Lawrence will throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. It's a throw again is Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 30 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a give to Etienne. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal. Here we go.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Josh Allen drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. ETN once more.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
A handoff for ETN.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, 30 yards.
And the Jaguars have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns drive about to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, you got to snap it.
Now Watson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
Ready?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step.
The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.